Hi my chingus, welcome back to my channel. Doing my makeup because I was feeling kind of down. So doing my makeup always makes you feel better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And maybe on the side we can talk about my manifestation journey in general. Let's get started. First of all, I would like to clarify. I think there's a lots of like critiques out there regarding like manifestation in general. People just think it's about like wishing. That is definitely not the case. I think the term manifestation in general also really just confuses people because they're just like, like manifestation is just a glorified term for self love. And this is what I have come to understand it. There are actual levels you have to reach with yourself in order to be able to manifest something in your life that you want. Now that I've been someone who manifests a lot in their life for years, I've come to like understand that it's not magic. It goes way deeper than that. It really takes into account of who you are as a human being, who you embody yourself as, and what self even for you is. I think I've heard a lot of like people in general, like online, mention that, oh, manifestation doesn't work for me, etc. Well, I am also of the belief that you are consciously or unconsciously manifesting everything in your life anyway. So why not take conscious control of it and have it work in your favor? Manifestation exists, like the law of attraction exists in the universe in general. So even if you're not aware of how manifestation works, it is working like in your life basically. I was honestly at my rock bottom when I found manifestation. So not gonna lie, it was also a way for me to cling on to something the way that I feel like we cling on tarot or like astrology to like give us like meaning and purpose or like some sort of direction in our lives at some point. That was my way to cling on to like manifestation. If I at this point want like a new career or I want a promotion at my job, manifestation is about becoming the person who already has that in their life. It is really difficult to manifest something positive in your life when you're constantly feeling the lack of it. What version of Shreya would I be embodying at this point in my life without actually having the promotion in my reality in order to manifest that into it? Like, that's just how it goes. If we keep looking at it as like a far away thing and we feel like, okay, we're definitely not that version because we have some like self esteem, self worth issues, then yeah, it creates that distance and it just gets more difficult for you to manifest that thing into your life. And then it's just a journey about becoming that person. And like I said, for some people who are not like conscious manifestors, it might take a really long time because it's unknown to them. Like this gap that needs to be filled is unknown to them, and they will eventually. I feel like most people, like over the course of years, at a normal, like steady pace and stuff, do reach that level of feeling like, okay, yeah, either they let it go or like they're just like whatever, moving on, and they become more confident, etc. But if you do realize that all you need to do in order to manifest something in your life is just become the person who already has it, like in your head, and like act like that person, that's just it. Like it's literally that simple. As a person who understands manifestation, I can see the gap that needs to be filled and I can fill it and like get to it like more easy and work on myself right now rather than just like time or like life happening to me and then me changing all of that. With all the different techniques of manifestation and this and that and stuff, it's really become like very a lot more complex than it truly needs to be. How would you act if you already had that thing in your life period? And then start acting like it. That's just it. If the thing that you want is, career growth, wouldn't the version of you who's had that promotion or that career growth more confident, more sure of themselves, more somebody who isn't worried about putting their opinion across, and yeah, somebody who takes initiative, etc. So the journey is really just about self actualizing in the sense that you continue to become bigger and better versions of yourself, and then it's just, yeah, from there it just becomes really easy to manifest anything that it is that you want. Like I know, I just know that manifestation is real. It works and it's worked for me. It's given me a lot in my life. I've manifested a lot of shit, even things that I didn't want, maybe like unconsciously or like subconsciously. But yeah, also things that I really did want at some point. I've manifested all of it. It's not easy, guys. I've had to really do a lot of inner work in understanding where my beliefs were coming from and who I was as a person, in order to really change some of the stories that I was carrying around that weren't even my own. And this is actually like psychology backed. So when I was in school, or maybe like college, I can't really remember, I studied about this model called the ABC model, which is affect, behavior, cognitive. So cognitive is our thoughts, which leads to A, which is affect, which is our feelings, like what they meant as affect and feelings, and then it goes to B, which is behavior. So what your thoughts are, that will create your feelings, and then your feelings create like your beliefs slash like behaviors basically. And that is basically the same thing that manifestation will also teach you. Your thoughts do indeed create your reality, because if you have a thought that's maybe like negative, then the more recurring thought that creates obviously a negative feeling inside of you because it doesn't align, then that naturally becomes like a belief. Like you start believing that, okay, I am not worthy of this and this. That's what creates like a reality, like a behavior and stuff. And this was actually one of the things that took me a very long time to understand, because at first manifestation seems really like, yeah, positive talk and positive thoughts and this and that, blah blah blah. But I think I when I started to really understand the deep rooted shit, which was, okay, it's not just about focusing on the positive thoughts and the positive things at the moment, it's also about going back and changing the thoughts and beliefs that already exist in your mind. That's when it really changed for me, because that's where the real work is like happening. I could be positive as hell in my daily life, but if inside of me subconsciously I am carrying a belief of like that I'm not confident enough, that is what I will keep seeing in my life. My reality will also keep throwing things at me which will make me feel like, yeah, I'm not good enough, or like I'm not confident enough. Last year, when I discovered Dylan James, made it so simple to understand what it is that manifestation is about, and how it goes deeper than just your words and your daily life. It's very much related to the beliefs that you hold in your subconscious. Once I understood that, it was like, wow, it was game changing, because yeah, we have so many beliefs that we have picked up from maybe our family or just people around us, or we've been continuously hurt in a similar way that's given us certain belief that we carry. Because these beliefs so subconsciously rooted, we don't always pay a lot of attention to them. Once we do start doing the inner work, I'm being currently triggered by this, but why am I getting triggered by this? Like, what belief am I carrying inside of me that is making me so triggered to this negative circumstance? And once I started working on that, I feel like I truly changed as the person. And of course, I manifested a lot of good things in my life after that. Honestly, it opened up like a new door for me, and I was like, wait, what? I've just been carrying these belief of like, oh, I'm not good enough for this, but it's not even a belief that I created on my own. It's also a belief that's not serving me anymore. So I don't need it in my life. Not to say that, oh, I'm not like I've become this perfect human being that doesn't get hurt anymore, or like I don't go through some like negative experiences and stuff like that. I do, obviously. Like I feel like that's just a part of like the human process, but it's really also about how you are looking at these negative experiences in your life and how you are reacting to them. Earlier, if something negative was happening in my life, I would immediately go into like a victim mindset of like, yeah, this is happening to me and my life sucks. And now it's become a lot of like, okay, maybe it's the fact that it was never meant to be in my life anyway, and that something better is there. Like just small little different like shifts like these also can make such a big impact on how you perceive life and how you see life. I just put concealer on my eye now. This year, I'm finally realizing the importance of letting go, which, oh my god, is easier said than done for sure. because yeah, I think understanding the importance of letting go is really something that I have understood this year. Like conscious letting go also. I think eventually with time we all let go of certain things that didn't work out for us and this and that. Like time just manages to heal that. Now I'm really focused on making the choice of letting go. Anything that you cling on to, it's just a way of you getting hurt. I feel like most of us, like 90% of us, have witnessed that in our lives. Like, yeah, we wanted something really, really bad and we were like dying for it and it wasn't happening. But the moment we let go of it and we were like, yeah, okay, whatever, doesn't really matter as much. Like the moment we let go a little bit, it came into our lives. Each step of whatever it is that I've learned on this manifestation journey, it has helped me considerably make my life a lot better. If you want me to really talk about it in depth and about certain things that I mentioned, then comment down below. We have reached our final look. Thank you so much for watching this video. Alright, bye guys, see you in the next one.